When we start our businesses, we are successful because we're experimenting constantly. We're trying a little bit of this and a little bit of that to see what works. But the problem is too many things work just a little bit. And as we're trying all these things to see what works, we're starting to create a demand for our products or services, and we're starting to find clients or customers. And then once we find those customers, we try to serve all kinds of different needs just to get the cash coming in the door, right? So we say yes to every opportunity that comes our way because we're determined to succeed. So we pile on the products and the offerings, always looking for ways to get the cash flowing.
You work hard in your business. On the Profit by Design podcast, we ask the big question. What has your business done for you lately? Hi, I'm Dr. Sabrina Starling. I'm the business psychologist, the author of the 4-Week Vacation and the How to Hire the Best series, as well as the founder of Tap the Potential, where we coach entrepreneurs like you to design sustainably profitable businesses that give you more time for what matters most and more money in your bank account than ever. Because after all, we believe work supports life, not the other way around. Weekly on the Profit by Design podcast, we bring you tips, tools, and strategies from our own experiences and from the experiences of our guests who are entrepreneurial thought leaders and real life entrepreneurs, all to support you in making intentionally profitable and sustainable business decisions to live the lifestyle you desire.
The other day, I was in a conversation with a business owner, and she confided in me that when she started her business, she really loved it. She was excited about being on her own and having that freedom to design her own schedule and call the shots. And now that she's been in business for about 5 years, she has come to totally resent her business. And she said to me, this is such a trap because I'm reliant on my business. I need it. I can't let go because I'm dependent on it for my income, but I really dread just waking up every morning. It's becoming such a strain on me. And I think this is really ironic. A lot of us business owners can probably relate to that because we've been there at some point, if you're not there right now. And what's crazy is that from the outside looking in, she appears successful. Other people would look at her and say, wow, she's got a successful business. It's growing continually. But what's happened is she's reached the point where she's maxed out and she's feeling like she can no longer keep up with the demands of her business. And this is what happens as a business grows and we get better at making sales and we have more and more predictable and reliable sales. If we don't learn how to become leaders and grow our team, and we just stay in that place of doing what we have been doing to make the business successful, we start to burn out because more and more demands get piled on us as business owners. And I think what's really disorienting for us is that we look at the things that we need to do. And as we look at each individual thing that we need to do, it's not that hard. Like it's not rocket science, but yet it starts to feel more and more overwhelming. And that's where we start to really question ourselves and doubt our ability to keep up with the demands of our business. And this is where imposter syndrome starts to set in. And when we feel imposter syndrome, we feel like, wow, if they only knew how incompetent I really feel. And that's a bad place to be because it keeps us in a place of isolation. And we don't want anyone to find out that we're starting to feel incompetent and that we can't keep up. And so we don't talk about it and we go inward and we just hunker down and we work more and more. That's not going to get you out of this survival trap. And so today I want to really dig in and explain what's going on in a growing business that on the outside appears successful, but what's really going on internally that is creating a survival trap for that business owner. So when we start our businesses, we are successful because we're experimenting constantly. We're trying a little bit of this and a little bit of that to see what works. But the problem is too many things work just a little bit. And as we're trying all these things to see what works, we're starting to create a demand for our products or services, and we're starting to find clients or customers. And then once we find those customers, we try to serve all kinds of different needs just to get the cash coming in the door, right? So we say yes to every opportunity that comes our way because we're determined to succeed. So we pile on the products and the offerings, always looking for ways to get the cash flowing. And while this works to help your business survive the first few critical years, it is not a long-term strategy for thriving. If we continue to operate this way, our businesses actually will become overweight and they'll crush us with their demands on our time. And that's where they start taking over our lives. We end up with products and offerings that may or may not be profitable, but we're so busy with all the demand that we created. Who has time to stop and pay attention to which customers, which clients, which products and offerings are the most profitable? And so even though the revenue is coming in, our business is becoming less and less efficient over time. And this inefficiency is exactly why a business owner bringing in $1 million or more in revenue annually can still struggle to make payroll, lay awake at night worrying about cash flow, and never become profitable. So if you're recognizing yourself and your business in this description, it's time to go on a diet. Shed the extra unnecessary weight in your business. And in the last week in the Better Business, Better Life Jumpstart, we've been talking about this. So I really wanted to dive into it here on the podcast. And in the Better Business, Better Life Jumpstart, we're going through the Tap the Potential solution. The Tap the Potential solution, I designed this specifically for growing businesses. It's not for startups. It's for businesses that have passed the startup phase. There's sales coming in, and now that business is taking over your life. The Tap the Potential solution is the guaranteed path to designing a sustainably profitable business that gives you more time for what matters most and more money in your bank account than ever. We're going through this in detail in the Jumpstart. By the way, it's not too late to catch up on what I've been teaching in the Jumpstart. If you want to join us, head on over to tapthepotential.com/Jumpstart. Go ahead and sign up. You'll get the videos of what's happened already this week, and a member of our success team will contact you and work with you specifically to catch you up to speed. So anyway, back to this overweight business that's got us in the survival trap. You need to put that business on a diet. And this is where you start by identifying the clients and customers who nourish your business, who allow it to flourish and thrive. So looking at who are the clients or customers who are responsible for the majority of the revenue in your business. And of these, which ones pay on time? Which ones are repeat customers who send you referrals, who communicate well with you, and who allow you to correct mistakes, like without browbeating you? These are your best customers. They are the fruits, the vegetables, and the protein of a healthy diet for your business. So you want to spend more time hanging out with these customers. You want to get to know their needs, and you want to discover how you can serve them better and better, because this is what puts you on the path to a healthier, thriving, more profitable business very quickly. And at the same time, you want to get clear on those customers who are what I call the sugary donuts. They may give you a cash flow rush early on, but over time, they cause you to crash. Too many sugary donuts day after day in your business will create this overweight, sluggish business where the owner, that's you, is headed for a heart attack. Although these sugary donut customers may represent a rush of cash infusion into your business, they're actually very high maintenance. They make unreasonable demands. They suck up your precious energy, your team's time, and they may actually cost you more than they're paying you over time. And they become the profit suckers in your business, diverting your focus and your resources from your best clients and customers. Now, in the Better Business, Better Life Jumpstart, I gave a very simple strategy for you to be able to release, let go of these most draining clients and customers from your business and quickly replace the revenue. So this is really big if you need to free up your time. If you're in that place where your business is really taking over your life and you don't know a way out and you want to free up your time, it starts by using the strategy that I'm teaching in the Jumpstart. So check out the Jumpstart where I go into depth in that strategy. But for now, what I want you to really grasp is that one of the key pieces to having a business that gives you your life back is getting clear on these top clients and customers and looking at how you can serve them better and better. When you are distracted by those profit sucker customers, the sugary donuts, you don't have the time or the energy to devote to your top clients and customers. It's continually pulling you away from your best opportunities. So once you free up your time from serving those worst clients and customers, then you actually have the time and the energy to look at, well, how can I innovate and add value for my best clients and customers? And this moment where that starts to happen is where business owners start to fall back in love with their businesses. So this is what I was explaining to the business owner that I was talking to earlier this week. I said, you know what would it be like if you could just work with your best clients and customers? How would that feel every day? And I saw the light in her eyes, and I just saw this feeling of life coming back in for her. And that's the big opportunity here, is understanding that one of the keys to us as entrepreneurs living a high quality of life is that we put a system in place in our business to attract high quality clients and customers as alongside a system that deters those sugary donut clients, the profit suckers. And when we have that in place in our business, our quality of life improves. And this is not just my own personal experience. We have research now using our Better Business, Better Life assessment at Tap the Potential that shows that those entrepreneurs who are living a high quality of life and having a successful business are doing a few things very differently than the typical entrepreneur who's burning out. And this is one of the key systems that they have in place in their business. It's one of the key things they're doing differently than those entrepreneurs who are burning out. And what's interesting to me, having been the very first Profit First professional, as well as the very first pumpkin plan strategist, I've been working with business owners many years now to implement these two systems in their business. And we get a lot of people coming to us who have started to implement Profit First in their business, and they're not able to hit the target allocation percentages, even after cutting expenses. And so what I've come to see over the years is that there are certain steps that need to happen after implementing Profit First in the business that allow the business to fully hit those target allocation percentages of 10 to 15% profitability and 30 to 50% owner's pay for you, the owner. Niching down with a clearly defined sweet spot is the initial step after expense cutting in the business that absolutely needs to happen to start hitting those target allocation percentages. And the beautiful thing about when you have a clearly defined sweet spot and these top clients and customers clearly identified is you can go back through your expenses and you will see that you have lots of expenses, hidden expenses in the business that are related to serving your worst clients and customers. And so those expenses can then be cut. But the beauty of being able to serve your top clients and start to innovate is you'll identify ways that you can increase your margin. You'll identify ways that you can add value with minimal expense in your business. And that's where the revenue starts to go up and you're able to hold expenses fairly steady which leads to more profitability. But if that piece never happens, that piece of identifying the top clients and digging in and really identifying the clear sweet spot of the business, if that doesn't happen, you stay in this survival trap where your revenue grows, your expenses keep growing, and you never really become profitable. So in the Jumpstart, I walk you through all the steps of the Tap the Potential solution, because all the steps that come after designing your business to be sustainably profitable are key to making sure you hit your profit potential in your business. So if you've been participating in the Jumpstart, one of the invitations we've given you is to book a call with Darren Hopman, our success team lead, and he will walk you through a profit audit of your business to identify what is your true profit potential. And then what I'm teaching in the Better Business, Better Life Jumpstart, I'm showing you all the steps to take to realize that full profit potential in your business. So if you've missed out on parts of the Jumpstart and you're just now hearing about it and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this, it's not too late. You can book a call with Darren. He will walk you through a consultation. You can just go to the tapthepotential.com webpage, and right there at the top, it says book a call. That goes right to Darren's calendar. When you connect with Darren, tell him, I want this profit audit of my business. I really want to understand what is the profit potential of my business, and let him know you want to connect with the Jumpstart teaching. And we have a page that has the videos, and we'll get you hooked up with all of that. So you can go straight to Darren, tapthepotential.com, book a call. If you're not ready to get on a call with Darren and you want to kind of see what's going on in the Jumpstart, head on over to tapthepotential.com/Jumpstart. And one of our success concierges will connect with you after you're registered, and we'll send you the page with the recordings of what's been going on in the Jumpstart. So we want to set you up for success. So I hope what I've shared with you today has gotten your wheels turning about opportunities for you to really get out of that place of being in the survival trap and see the possibility that, yes, you can have a business that supports your life. You can have that business that you fall back in love with again.
Thank you for spending time with us today. Join our conversation in the Entrepreneurs Take Your Life Back Facebook community at tapthepotential.com/group. Share your aha moments from today's episode, ask me questions, and join in on the fun with your fellow entrepreneurs on the journey to designing sustainably profitable businesses that give you more time for what matters most and more money in your bank account than ever. And finally, share today's episode with a friend if you know a friend who would enjoy it. This is real life business. Keep your chin up, keep moving forward. You got this. If you've gotten value from today's show, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you are a repeat listener of the podcast, know that we greatly appreciate you at Tap the Potential. And to that end, I have a request. Please consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you're listening on. Our reviews help other entrepreneurs like you to find us. Be a part of our movement to help entrepreneurs take your life back from your business.